Alright, traders, hello and good afternoon. Chart analysis for next week, starting from the 9th of March. So I've just got the 4-hour time frame up here for gold, and that is some aggressive wicks. And I have actually earlier in the week, I did try and long gold, and I was unsuccessful. I got shaken out. It was before this all happened, actually. I was looking for it to move strongly in my favor, then I would have been able to move the stop loss to break even. That didn't quite happen, unfortunately. So I got in here and then out there, essentially. So yeah, that's life. And I guess my main concern was what happened 2 weeks ago as well, with in regards to people getting margin called with the equities market selling off aggressively, and then obviously they had to cash out their gold positions to, boost their equity positions long. So we'll see what happens next week. I'm definitely long biased on gold. We go to even the 15-minute time frame, you can see it definitely recovered, and it got as low as 1642, and then shot up to the high there was 1692. So very volatile, but that's what you'd expect in a situation like it is right now. Headlines, coronavirus, US, more cases in the US as well. So definitely you want to pay attention to the risk sentiment, and we'll see what happens for tomorrow. Typically I won't get in straight away Monday. It's just nothing really honestly does happen. We could see a gap up on gold. I don't really think so, though, with how it ended. And we haven't seen catastrophic news globally quite yet. The World Health Organization hasn't come out and given a verdict of a pandemic yet. So Europe, it's definitely getting much worse in Europe, though. So we'll see. That's a nice little segue to the Euro US dollar. Still chugging along. If I just go to the 4-hour, that was the daily, and the 4-hour, that's interesting. Right now, I'm not brave enough to short that quite yet, but we'll see what happens. In a little while. Early tomorrow morning, the markets are open for me here in Perth, so we'll see how it plays out. So Euro US dollar, it's on a bit of a tightrope. We'll see. The US dollar, though, is really at a point where it needs to bounce. If it doesn't bounce, then long Euro US dollar could be on the cards. It's uneasy, though, getting into something like that with the fundamentals being so poor as well, with the situation in Europe. So, and everyone really scrambling to help, boost the economy in this time of just absolute chaos. So we'll see how it unfolds. Aussie dollar. All right. I've sort of been playing long and short the Aussie dollar. A little bit there. I was short here. As you can see, I'm a little jittery. It's just because of how the markets have been. But I've been, I probably need a half my position size or even more. Like I normally get in at 2%, and it's not really appropriate right now to be doing that. So I probably will get in at, around 1%, and I'll do that. So we'll see what the Aussie dollar does. Again, I'd be more comfortable taking a short on the Aussie, but we'll see how it wants to behave when it might crawl a bit higher on Monday, and then we'll see what happens. But I won't get in. I'll wait till Monday so it shows its hand, and then I'll see. I'd love it if it could get up to like 66 high, and then we could see a bit of sell-off opportunity there. Let us go to Aussie yen as well. Aussie yen might be a sell here as well. It's got a bit of a headache, so I apologize, guys, for drinking that water mid-video. Where it is right now, go to the weekly. You can see the significance of that. So it's below that demand area, or support area, sorry, however you want to call it. We'll see how it really sort of behaved, and it's a little mild bounce. I'll continue to monitor that situation. Obviously, uncertainty. The yen typically is a safe haven, so we'll see that wants to do. Aussie Kiwi as well is interesting. Not really. It sort of did. I was actually talking about longing this when this was going on, but I didn't quite do it. That candle closed, and then it began selling, and then I just sort of left it. So, to be honest, I could update more, and I apologize. I really think one video a day would be good for me as well. So it keeps me accountable from doing reckless stuff and impulsive stuff. Like I did actually short the USD yen on Friday as well. Hoping to get some panic, and that was inappropriate. That was just here looking for a breakdown, and I closed it pretty quick. Again, full size position, which at the end of a massive move, you know, is not really appropriate at all. I mean, a couple opportunities. Really, this candle here is pretty textbook. A lot of space to the left as well, and then you've got a little bit of downside. But still, even if the stop is up here, entries down here, the risk to rewards are not particularly good either. I mean, money can be made there, but it's not like an ideal setup for what I've tested. So I didn't end up getting that. And then there was FOMO. That was definitely a FOMO trade, to be fair. USD CAD. US dollar again, like if you refer to the index, I don't have it up here on this account, but I just use TradingView, and that's fine. And you can see what's going on. It's definitely in a point where, if it continues going lower, we just go lower with the US dollar. And obviously it's unsettling, but it's just where we are currently with the situation with the coronavirus, and obviously with the stock market correction going on. That was inevitable, but this sort of really was a catalyst to fuel that. So it's just healthy market structure what's going on really now, but it might spur on a recession potentially. We'll see. It's sort of been, the bulls have been trying, but we'll see. Obviously when they give up, or some major levels are broken in the S&P 500, then it could get, well, it's going to continue to be volatile. I definitely want to announce that. You have to be careful. And USD Swiss, my goodness me. This is actually, no, I did look at the charts yesterday, but it's a nice little break at the trend line there. So whoever got into that, congratulations. It's a beautiful little break there. It's sort of hard though. I mean, I guess you could have been aggressive, and I like the retouch. So it busts out, potentially could be a fake out, comes back, and then that candle there would have been the entry really. That would have been the entry. But hindsight is very valuable. I just want to see what silver, actually euro pound as well. Euro pound sort of bounced. We'll see. It's actually rallied a little bit. So we'll see with the euro if that's a potential long. So the main play is gold long. Aussie, I mean, I just like trading the Aussie. I just find myself drawn to that. Is sort of neutral right now. It's long, but it is approaching resistance. So to me, there's no point getting into it quite yet. But I'll continue to monitor it. USD yen, retrace short into it would be good. It was good with the flow of the overwhelming theme for recent times is that the US dollar has been weakened. If we see a breakdown in the index, I'm going to go in there. So US dollar, I'm a little bearish right now, but we'll see. We need the Monday session to point me in the right direction. I just want to see what silver's doing here. Silver, it's sort of bounced, and got a good friend Connor actually has been trading the silver against the Aussie dollar for, I think it's more than a year. And he's been holding and adding, and it's been going very well for him. So as simple as that. You can just trade one thing if you want, and it just requires patience. That's all. Oh, Aussie CAD. So silver, looks like it's in recovery mode there. So I'm going to watch silver a little bit as well. I will watch silver. And I think the spreads are pretty tight on that as well, typically. Aussie CAD. And I was playing the Aussie CAD actually earlier in the week as well. There was a breakout, hovered. I moved the stop actually when that happened, because I just got jittery, and it's moving pretty nicely, so that's a little bit disappointing. I actually played that in the City Investment Solutions account as well. I can't hold that over the weekend though, so this account here I can though. So it is actually showing Mex Exchange, but I'm actually with IC Markets currently. So I do the chart analysis here, and then I just trade on the phone. I tried on the client portal to download it, and it was being very troublesome. So I actually need to work that out, because it's good to actually take trades on your larger screen device, but it's been a little troublesome. So I might need to contact support about that. But that's why you're seeing Mex here. But I actually am with IC Markets currently. So yeah, Aussie CAD, I mean, this could be a potential long with what's going on in the oil market as well. So it's hurting the Canadian dollar a little bit. And the Aussie seems to be a little more resilient than the US dollar currently as well. Now this video is a little bit longer than I would like it to be. Let's see the pound. Look at that, the pound is actually sort of strong. Nice. Daily. A potential breakout here on the pound, we'll see. I mean, right currently where it is at resistance though, so let's see what it does on Monday. So we wait for Monday to finish up, honestly, unless there's some very strong moves, which typically really doesn't happen very much. And then the pound yen is very uneventful. I won't be trading that currently. So we've got gold, and with gold, go to the hourly now. A little bit of a pullback would be good. It's just it is messy, like where it is currently. If we go to the daily, it's a very neutral candle how it's closed. Look at the week, either side there, and then the weekly. It's definitely in an uptrend. That's quite a strong candle close for the weekly. So I'm bullish. I just need to see what the US dollar does and the risk sentiment for the week. All right, and I just want to go to Europe. Look at this, Euro Yen. So this gives me an indicator that the Japanese yen is still pretty strong against the euro and the Aussie as well, actually, Aussie dollar. To me, the Aussie against the US dollar, if we go to the weekly chart, you can see it's just the bulls still see value in this area. So I'm not going to fight that, even though to me, I like being a contra type trader, and I'll get in against the herd, but it seems that there might be some institutional support here, and they are holding their ground, so I'm going to leave that be. I want to see how it interacts with this line up here at 66.90 odd. Then we'll go in potentially short, or if it breaks above high, I'll long it. I will. So that is my thoughts, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll do another update video later on Monday evening, probably like 8 o'clock or so. Alright, thank you for watching, and bye for now.